Alright, so starting off our second playlist for American art songs, we have Beautiful Dreamer. This one wasn't exactly what I was expecting when hearing the first song on the American art song playlist, because in my mind, that sounds more like a folk song than an art song. Art song, and I know we had that whole discussion at the beginning of the semester, what counts as an art song, and that definition is pretty ambiguous, but there's a certain sound that you expect from it, and that song didn't necessarily provide it. I didn't dislike it. It just kind of threw me for a loop at first. It sounds. When I think of an art song, I think of something generally that you would perform in a slightly more formal setting. It certainly can be done in more casual settings, but I imagine a piano and you're wearing something nicer than normal if you're if not like full suit, tuxedo, whatever. But this sounded like one of those things where, like a folk song you would sing in your living room or outside at the campfire, things like that. And it is indicative of the album was called Civil War Songs. What's the full title? Civil War Songs, Ballads, Patriotic Songs, and Laments. And it definitely does give you that lonesome kind of mid 1800s kind of vibe. It certainly does sound like something from the Civil War. I probably would have guessed that that was when it was from had I not known from the album. Also, again, it's always nice to hear accompaniment on another instrument other than a piano, because so often it's just voice and piano. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's nice to hear something different every now and then. What else? It was strophic, repeating the same melodic content, going back to the beginning and having a new verse. Another thing that I think is very American as well with a lot of these songs is French songs are also very singable, but American songs have very simple. The melodies aren't always simple, but they're always in a pretty decent range, with only a couple of exceptions in either direction. But overall, this was a very interesting start to the soundtrack, and I'm interested to see where it goes from here.